welcome to the stage.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
We're glad to have you here. Here, you get a little clicker. Yep, just to the right. Here you go.
Hey, everybody, can you hear me in the back? Yeah. I've got one of those voices. It seems to get louder and louder the older I get. I don't know why, but listen, my name is Tim Gunn. I have the awesome opportunity of being the manager of member engagement for MPI Global. I deal with all 70 chapters around the entire world. And I have to tell you that I joined MPI, just so you have a little background on where I came from. I joined MPI this past December, so I'm a newbie. This is my first CBS. I saw some hands raised up, so I'm going to go to the first timers tomorrow morning with you guys. So I can kind of get a full experience of what the entire CBS experience is going to be about. But what I want to do today is kind of give you an understanding of the tools, the resources, the opportunities that the global headquarters provides you guys in the membership area. Membership is not your job. It is the entire chapter's job. And you're absolutely right. The question in the back was, don't we want our members to refer members? Absolutely. So what we do from a headquarters is try to think of these creative programs, some opportunities to motivate everybody, to motivate you as our VPs of membership, our membership teams, to motivate your chapters, and really to motivate all 18,500 members that we have in every single chapter around the world. So you are not alone. This is the team that is here to support you. We have an awesome team of 4 individuals that I have the opportunity to work with. These are your member engagement representatives. If you haven't met your member engagement rep, this is your contact to the global headquarters. So if you ever have a member who has a question, comment, concern, complaint, whatever it might be, you have one person who knows you and who will know that member. And you guys can talk about the different scenarios. And what I'm going to do with you in a real quick, like 8 minutes with you guys, we're going to take you through the whole timeline. I'm going to share with you some of the programs that we have implemented over the past, about 12 months to even the last month to kind of help with recruitment, acquisition of new members, as well as the retention of new members as well. Marlene Jackson, she's the main voice of MPI, so when any member calls the global headquarters, Marlene's the one that usually picks up the phone and she can help connect you guys with the right member engagement representative. We have Connie, Mark, and Christy. Each of these folks are divided up by state, or really by chapter, I should say. So if you are looking at here, you should be able to figure out, Christy is, well, on this screen, she's orange, Connie's yellow, and Mark is sort of a light bluish gray. These are your folks. This is your connection to who you have at the global headquarters.
Canada.
Question?
Where's Canada?
Where's Canada? Canada fell off of there, but I'll tell you who that is. Canada, this fine gentleman over here, his name is Stuart. He is your member engagement rep, and that's why we kind of left it, because Canada, as well as our European chapters, keep in mind, European chapters have a whole group of 3 individuals who support all of Europe, all throughout Europe, Asia, and Pacific, and all of those areas.
I think it'd be Leslie Wright, not me, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, yes, and Leslie Wright as well. So here's what we're going to chat about with you guys, is really how do we support our members, but more importantly, how do we support you guys in retaining, recruiting, acquiring new members, whatever kind of buzzwords you want to throw on this, we could throw on this, but I'm going to kind of give you that timeline of how we walk through this. So if you can see this is really what we call our life cycle for a member. On the far left-hand corner, we call day 0. This is what we do for every single member at MPI, all North American, I should say. So let me rephrase that, all North American members. These are the touch points that Global has. And this afternoon, as well as tomorrow, and throughout CBS, where we're talking anything membership, we're going to give you a little bit more information about this whole timeline. So Beth and I, in our breakout this afternoon, we're going to kind of go through this with you. But the first day, what happens? Somebody joins MPI, and there's a whole bunch of work that happens before that, and then all of these other different touch points. So from day 0 here, this is when somebody joins. So what we do as a staff is we process all of the membership forms. You guys as chapters, you know this, you don't process membership forms. You may hand out membership applications, you may hand out those refer a friend cards that we put inside of the media professional this month. You may do that, but all of the information comes to the headquarters. And this is important because we want to be quick, clean, and efficient. We want that member in your chapter as a paid member as quick as possible. So they're going to do it online, or else they're going to send it in, send that paper application in. We handle any sort of membership installment plans, if you haven't heard already, but we do have installment plans. So if you have somebody who has a price sensitivity to our payment dues, whether a planner, supplier, student, whoever, faculty, you work with the member engagement team and we will set them up on a payment plan. So the way the conversation goes is you're gonna meet somebody at your chapter event and they're like, gosh, that's a lot. $5.15 is a lot, and it is a lot. And you're gonna share with them the value of it and they're gonna hesitate. And you're gonna say to them, hey, listen, do you want to go like on a monthly payment plan? Or is there a price that's comfortable for you? And I will have somebody contact you. You're going to grab that card, write it down, and the next day when you get in the office, you're going to email your member engagement rep, the member engagement, Mark, Chrissy, or Connie. They're going to call that person within 24 hours and get them on an installment plan. You guys, as chapter leaders, as members of a chapter, you're not going to deal with any of that installment plans. We will take care of that. That is part of the process that we go through as well. We are also, in the first month, once somebody joins, in the first month, they get invited by me personally to what we call our MPI Global New Member Orientation. We have, this past January, started a 30-minute orientation. If you haven't participated in it yet with me, I know many of you did already, call me, email me, text me, whatever, and I'll tell you when the next one is. We don't actually share it with the chapters. We certainly would encourage you guys to share it, but because we know how that you have your own onboarding process as well, but we're going to talk about that. But we from the global headquarters have to provide our members with, here are all of the opportunities, whether you're a planner, supplier, whoever you are, wherever you joined MPI, whether you want to network, whether you wanted your CEU hours, we need to provide all of our members with one sort of foundation. Here are the benefits. And what I do is teach them, you have joined a global organization, not just your chapter, but you are part of a global organization, and sometimes they don't know that. And that's why we started this new member orientation by global headquarters. I also reference in there that many of the chapters will be reaching out to you individually in the upcoming days or months, because the chapter wants you to go through their own orientation as well. So we kind of set them up that a lot of you guys are going to be doing your own orientation and give them much more localized information and also the additional benefits that the chapter has as well. We're going to help them access mpirweb.org. Why? Because in 10 months, they're going to go through the renewal process, we hope. And we want them to be able to log in, to download research. We want them to go to the mpi.web.org new member, member community, thank you. So we want them to go there, and we want them to be comfortable with the headquarters website because that's where they renew. If 10 to 12 months from now they don't have a login, we're in a lot of trouble. And that's what the member engagement team does within the first 3 months here. The first 3 months is, that's at 3 months after somebody joins, that's where my team picks up the phone and they say, Mark, this is Connie. I'm calling from the MPI Global Headquarters. I want to thank you for joining MPI. I'm here to help make sure that you have the best possible member experience ever. I know that you joined because you wanted your CEU hours and you want to eventually get your CMP. So I'm going to share with you some of the ways to do that from a global perspective, but also from your chapter. And that's the first conversation. And of course, we want to verify email address and all that good stuff. But that's basically what we do within the first 3 months with that person. From there, we touch people, we touch all of our members. This isn't just first-year members, this isn't second year, this is 25-year members, or 30-year members, or 40-year members. We're 42 years old, so we can't go much further than that, but we touch everybody every single year. And we touch them in their sort of life cycle, 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. So there's 4 touch points that we have in a year from the global headquarters. And what Beth and I are going to do later at our breakout is show you, here's what global does, but here's opportunities for the chapter to kind of fill in those spots where we're not doing anything. So we're all not calling at 3, 6, and 9, and we're all not emailing at 3, 6, and 9, and they're like, gosh, they get frustrated. We want to support the programs that you guys have and vice versa.
And that's a big point. I love that right there. That's like an aha right there. So that's going to be something for you guys to take good notes on. It's the matrix, essentially.
What we also do is send a renewal halfway through a member's life cycle with us, 6 months into their membership, whether they're first year or second year or third year. We do send what we call a renewal survey, and it's from a third-party organization that we do a lot of work with. Christian, who you all will meet today or tomorrow, he's the one that sends it out, and it basically gives us an understanding of where they are in their membership, what kind of value. So again, we send that out as well. What we then do is at month 10, and this is important to remember, at month 10, this is when the first e-invoice goes out. How many of you know that all we have done is send out electronic invoices this year? Good. Not many of you know that starting 2 months ago, we started sending some paper invoices out. Because what we have learned is that there are still those organizations that want that paper. So this slide is even updated. We changed things quick around here. So at 10 months, we are sending an electronic paper invoice to the member as well as a actual piece of postal mail. This is the one piece that they're going to get, and it's 2 months before their renewals due. And this way, it allows those who have to push it through accounting, fill out that accounts or that check request form, whatever you have to do. It gives them time to do that because we know it sits on your desk, just like my bills do at home. It sits on my desk at home or on the kitchen counter, and it might take me a month before I actually go out there and pay it. Well, we now understand that about our members. So right now, 2 months before the renewal, they're getting an electronic invoice, see the attached PDF, print it off, or just go right online. And I should say, they're actually getting one in the mail. But that's the only piece of mail that we're sending out right now. What we also do, so you send all the paper and the invoices. We also assist with any transfers of membership. We know that even within a 1-year member, somebody may transfer. They're going to leave the company, and MPI Global, we will go and find that person who may have left that organization. We're going to get a bounced email come back to us. You guys are going to tell us, hey, we lost this member. We can't get in touch. Can you guys find them? Your member engagement rep will go and try to find that person. Because our goal is to, one, retain that current member, but potentially, if we can't do that, we want to transfer that membership to the person who may have filled the position in the organization. While that one individual is important, it's important that we keep the MPI name in front of that company that has joined. And most of the time, it's the company who's paying for the membership. So that's what the member engagement team will do as well, but it all depends on communication coming from you, from the chapter level. So that's where your member engagement rep will kind of step in and help that through that process, that transfer of membership, however it may go. Question?
Say more about information coming from us. What you just said, information coming from us.
So if you are at, if you have a retention effort where you're calling out and you call a company, your member, you call Judy and Judy's no longer with St. Louis, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, Judy's no longer here. You probably won't go through the effort of saying, okay, let me get on LinkedIn, let me go through all this. So you're going to kind of keep a little note and shoot it to your member engagement rep and said, hey, we just called, or I just heard that this person's no longer with Meet St. Louis. And we will go after that person and try to find that person. Because we want to, mostly, we want to make sure that we take Judy's membership and it follows her to Cincinnati, or it follows her to wherever she may be.
The Bahamas.
The Bahamas. I like that better. So we want to make sure that we do that. That's, again, that service that we're going to provide you guys from the chapter, and that's your member engagement rep as well. We also are going to help you guys understand those membership reports, and again, you're going to learn a lot more, but these reports can be a lot of data. It's a lot of numbers. I love data. Love it, love it, love it. So I look at membership reports all the time. I love looking at the stats, the retention efforts, everything that we do. I love it, but a lot of people don't like it. So if you're ever in a pinch and you can't figure out a report, you just want to inquire, what does this report mean? Call your member engagement rep. The team is really well versed on what these reports mean and how you can use them. Even this morning, I sometimes don't use all of those reports because I have access to a few different reports. I had to ask my buddy Stuart over here. I'm like, Stuart, what does this report mean on the chapter leader resource page? And he told me. And that's what your member engagement rep is there for as well. So we'll help you with those. We also share monthly renewal incentives. I think about half of the people I met with today said, oh, Tim Gunn, do you ever get that off on a guy on TV? Half of you said that, and then the other half of you said, oh, I get your emails. Well, I certainly hope you do get my emails because I email you every month. And if you don't get an email, it's probably because you're not a vice president of membership. I want you guys to be, I'm going to be your point of contact and your buddy at MPI Global. And if you have a question, comment, concern, I'll take care of it. But I'm sending you those monthly renewal, and that is one of the things that Global does for you, is provide you with those renewal incentives. That's only for a current member who's up for renewal, and they renew in a specific month. And they'll do things like, we'll give away a full year membership, 6 months membership, $300 worth of your next chapter event things, $100 shopping spree at MPI's bookstore, things like that. What we do all year long for you is we're also going to help you recruit members. We'll provide you, if you have a large event that you do every single year, you've got a great chapter event, you partner with another regional event, did you know that we will give you a special code, our promo code, or campaign code, and it will waive $50 off the new member's application? If you didn't, this is why I'm here talking to you. It's because we will gladly waive that $50 membership fee if that's what you feel is effective. The cool thing about it is that's the code that you're going to use at your event. You're going to, every single non-member that walks in the door, you're going to give them this little code and say, hey, just because you came today, we are going to waive your application fee. And in all your on-site press, you're going to tell all non-members, hey, here's this code. Just like at the cover of your program, we gave you the internet code and the Wi-Fi password here. That's the same thing you're going to do at your event, and you're going to give them that campaign code. And we'll take $50 off planner supplier only. Okay, so we can do that. The other great thing about it, again, I love stats, is at the very end of your event, you're going to email me and say, hey, Tim Gunn, how many people joined because of this code? And I'll be able to tell you like that. And we usually leave it open for about a week and a half after, so they have time to go online and pay and all that good stuff. Okay? And then the final is retaining members. Listen, MPI Global, all 4 of those calls that we make at 3, 6, 9, and 12, that's all about retaining your members. And what we'll do later on in our breakouts, kind of showing you that pattern that we go through. We'll look at that a little bit more in detail as well. And then 3 more quick little things is, I am always here to help you critique your website. I am constantly on chapter websites. I look to chapters to figure out what you are saying to your non-members on your membership page. You guys have a better pulse of what's going on in the profession than we do. True. So I look to you, and I will also help you correct any issues. Like we went through the new application, the paper application, we streamlined it, so I'll work with you on that. So if you ever need another set of eyes, I'm there for you. We will verify text, and we'll also do the things like that Grow More, Earn More campaign. All VPs of membership, all chapter presidents, as well as all chapter admins received an email from me kind of giving you a status update. So again, that's an effort that Global will put together to kind of help you guys grow your membership. It provides you with incentives, and it motivates you as a chapter to create the fun campaigns for people to join. So I'm a huge advocate of customer service. And when I joined MPI last December, I think it was about February that I introduced this quote. And this is the quote that my team, as well as almost everybody on the 17th floor of the global headquarters, goes by. What I asked all of my team to do is, we have a big poster up there on the 17th floor, and I said, I want you, if you believe in this, that customer service is the most important thing to us, and you feel that this quote is true, I want you to sign the poster. So we had everything from Paul and Cindy and all the executives and C-levels to almost everybody. Because what I told my team is, I only want you to ask somebody at Global when they do a great job. So we have almost all the signatures, as well as all of us have a copy of this. And this is what guides us every single day. So as I kind of leave you guys just for a couple minutes, this is the quote that we live by. Our members are the most important people to us. We are not here to serve them. They're here, well, let me rephrase that. We are not here for them to serve us. We're here to serve them. That is the most important aspect of what we believe in. So I hope I gave you a little bit of information about what we're doing when it comes to new member acquisition. We're going to dig a lot deeper later on today as well as tomorrow. But honestly, the work begins when you guys really get home. And that's where MPI Global is going to really sort of help you guys. So
Awesome.